watching while we do for a year. Now we have got a very nice profile speaker today, Dr. Sri Radhakrishnan Paisa. Very great combination with Radhakrishnan, our president, and I just think I should mute that fellow who started thinking about the center of gravity. Radhakrishnan start talking about the center of group. Very nice mix of qualifications. MA in applied psychology, postgraduate diploma in personal management and industrial relations. Affiliate motivation trainer. Train பண்றதே கஷ்டம், motivate பண்றது அதை விட கஷ்டம். Entrepreneur motivate பண்ணி train பண்றதுன்னா அதை விட கஷ்டம். Decades of experience in human resource development and counseling. Motivational and trained 1 lakh executives. 1 lakh in 200 companies.
I started my career as 91.
Anyway, he has logged what he has done. Runs his company. The company will other Bhagat Sundar hai na. Win Square Management Service. Win Square. Win பண்றதே கஷ்டம். ஸ்கொயரா வின் பண்றதுங்கிற அதை விட கஷ்டமா தான். Win Square Management Service. That is going to now organizational conflicting issues and solutions. Organization and நமக்கு தெரிஞ்ச மாதிரி disorganization. Government என்ன misgovernment. நீங்க செல்லி இருக்கிறதுனால misgovernment சொல்லுங்க. கிழமை இருந்தப்போ அது misgovernment தான். Governance misgovernance. Conflicting issues. Issue எப்போதும் கான்ஃபிளிக்ட் தான் இருக்கும். நாணயம் ரெண்டு பக்கம் இருக்கும். வாதி, பிரதிவாதி, வக்கீல், ஜட்ஜு, அப்புறம் நம்ம செலவு, அது இது நீதி கிடைக்கும். கிடைச்சா நீதி, இல்லைன்னா விதி. அவ்வளோதான். And solutions. Therefore, it is going to be a very fantastic topic. The Paul Rider, he has to leave this place by 7:30. Reach Aras and take his luggage to catch his train at my hotel. Therefore, I have given the whole sort of things, and it is for you to do for the world.
Thank you.
Wonderful, good evening to all.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thanks. My friends, I don't want to make it as a lecture kind of thing, because I'm not a lecturer. I'm a hardcore trainer. So I train people, I train and retrain. It's reciprocity. So the lecture is very hard for me. I think we can go for a kind of interaction. I just explain some things. Then you start with the interaction. That will be nice. Okay. I would like to know about the background of the audience, so that it is very easy for me to interact with you rather than going in the sky. Yeah. I'd like to ask them, individually. Like, I know Professor Panshan, your names are, but Muhammad from?
Yeah, I'm studying engineering.
Excellent. Okay, it's nice. Okay, okay. Okay, I saw it in that. Okay. Good. Sorry? Good day? Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. You have a piece, sir? Okay, it's nice. Excellent. I would like to say a few things about the conflict and this kind of lecture. Then we'll go for a discussion. This knowledge into skill. We know this knowledge into skill is the ability, and attitude and into environment. That's motivation. That when the ability and into motivation join multiple together, the individual performance. So the individual performance is very important in our life. We always, look for success. The success is not enough. Because there is a saying, the good is not good when best is expected. I have to agree with that. The good is not good when the best is expected. We always expect best from people around us. Whatever it may be, whether in industry, working as a manager, or running a company, or interacting with a family member, we always expect the best. Even when we come to this training hall or this guest lecture, we expect best from the guest speaker. Is it not? So the individual performance is based on the best performance, the high performance. So what is important for that, the high performance? This attitude and knowledge, skill, environment. Among the four aspects, knowledge, skill, attitude, environment, which is most important for the individual performance. If you put a path analysis, I'm not giving the path analysis kind of the diagram. We go for a path analysis, a path diagram, which is most important for the individual performance. It's a question I am asking you. As I told you, I would like to go for a kind of not a lecture. Collective. I agree with you. It is a collective contribution for the individual performance. It is coming individually, which is contributing more knowledge or skill or environment or attitude, which is contributing the more. How many of you are really feel that the environment is most important? Please raise your hands. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, how many of you really feel that among this four, attitude is ultimate important thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think for both. You have to come one.
Environment and attitude.
No, one. You have to say the one. Among this four, you have to choose one. So attitude, please raise your hands. Yeah. So most of you accepted that. So there is no doubt, there is no second thought. Attitude is playing a major role in our life. But when it come to talk about the attitude, positive and negative, we always keen on the positive. Having positive attitude is one thing. The second thing, how we use that positive attitude. That is called the action. The positive attitude is converted to the positive action. That is the individual performance. Good. But
There is a saying, every individual is the product of his environment.
yeah, every individual is a product of environment, there is no doubt. But the product, it is not a kind of thing. It's a kind of think. Okay, it's kind of a think, not a thing. If it is a thing, again it's a product. Now the think, we have to use our thinking. We are not a thing, we are thinking people. So then I can modify my environment. I make this environment as a wonderful environment, or I make it as a worst environment. It is based on my attitude. Okay, so attitude is ultimate thing. And the individual performance is based on that. Again, even if I get demotivated, I don't mind. The environment is demotivating me. If I have a real attitude, I can stand on that. That again, a level of confidence. So the individual performance, again, the individual performance into organizational support. It is called organizational performance. So the individual performance is really good. The attitude is really good. Okay, or the motivation, knowledge, skill, right, good. Excellent, 100% individual performance. What about the organization if you are not getting the organization support, ultimately the organization performance will go low. Then what is this organization support? What do you mean this organization support? What is it?
The backing of your seniors.
Okay, the kind of, the cooperation lacking from your seniors, that's good. Anything else?
The values.
Not only the seniors,
The values, ethics.
value and ethics, the structural environment, the organization support, not only from seniors, even from the juniors, even from your level, even from top management, even from the managing directors. The kind of, as I said, the value system, the kind of professional ethics we are practicing in our given industry, given organization. The organization support is a big area where if you are not getting the organization support, the organization performance go very low. Why we are not getting organization support? Because different of opinions. Lack of belief, different of opinion, conflict. When we talk about conflict, the process, the conflict, we are discussing about conflict management. The conflict, a process that begins when an individual perceives that the action of another individual as negatively affected or is about to negatively affect one individual or both. That is the conflict. Just go through this one. A process that begins when an individual perceives that the action of another individual as negatively affected or is about to negatively affect one individual or both. Which is the most important word here? Have you noticed that? Negative perceives individuals. How many of you think that the perceives? Please raise your hands. Good. It is the person. How we perceive things. It is the matter. That is the cognitive kind of thing. How I see things. Conflict is strong. If I already have, the negative kind of attitude about a particular thing, a particular person, when he do something, I see the negative. Suppose for example, some of you or any one of you may have, it's not like that. I'm just giving an example. If you are seeing me as a negatively, when I take water and I'm discussing with you, I'm taking water. Continuously, I continue my discussion. Some of you may see that it's a kind of hindrance for you. Some of you see that nothing. It's a part of, he's doing his action, he's taking some water and he's listening. Okay. So how you perceive that? He needs it. That is his perception. Some of you may perceive that, my friends used to call me Ake, all my friends, thirst. So he needs it. Some of you say that, maybe he is tense. Huh?
Just pulling the text.
See that? Not coming to the point. See, he is keen on that. Yeah, he is not coming to the subject. When he is thinking about, when we don't know when he is going to come to the subject. He is going around, beating around bush. That is again the perception. Right? See how the conflict is now. Yeah?
Perception is okay, but as I continue, if the negative perception, then only the conflict.
No, even the positive, the conflict will come.
Also.
Yes, we will discuss that. The conflict is a different of opinion. No? In both negative and positive. Conflict is a different of opinion. Different of thing. Okay. So, here, how people are seeing that conflict. Suppose it is the organization. How people are seeing that conflict. The traditional view of conflict, the belief that all conflict is harmful and must be avoided. That is the negative kind of perception. Again, the traditional view. See, we have a very person has a kind of, the individuality, and he can think his own. Nobody can stop him. He can give his opinion also. Nobody can stop him. So here, the traditional view of conflict is the belief that all conflict is harmful and must be avoided. So what we have to do? We have to compromise. Here we have to compromise. So we have to adjust people. We have to live with them. So we have to, there is no other goal. The second is human relations view of conflict. The belief that conflict is a natural and inevitable outcome in any group. That is called the human relation view of conflict. The interaction view of conflict, the belief that conflict is not only a positive force in a group, but it is also an absolute necessity for a group to perform effectively. See, this is the positive. You ask me how it is possible. This is the positive outcome. Because of the conflict, the group to perform effectively. Because of that, they understand where they are.
Knowledge of the individual is limited, conflict is
Yeah, please.
the knowledge of an individual is limited.
Okay.
So when conflict arises, 2 or 3 persons will take a decision that will be a better decision.
That's true. Brainstorming, discussing with others. Your view is different from my view, and his view is different from our view. So putting all together, we come to an idea. That's why the group performance is very high. In that case, the group performance is very high.
As I saying, 2 heads are better than 1.
Naturally, when it comes 3 to 4, 5, 6, you get a lot of ideas. Suppose if I will give a coin to you, him, he is passing the coin to you, and it pass on, end up the, when you know it will go to the Nina, so you get only one coin. At the same time, if you are giving a kind of opinion, or asking some opinion about something, there are, you get 25 views, 20 views. You put together, we come to a group performance. Okay, that is the interaction view of conflict. And the functional conflict that supports the goals of the group and improves its performance, that is called functional conflict. In many organizations, the functional conflict rise, it leads to the performance improvement. Conflict that supports the goals of the group and improves its performance. So what is important in that case? We have to accept the conflict. If there is a conflict, don't avoid, accept it. I'm coming to the point now. If it's a conflict, don't escape from that, or don't fool yourself. There is no conflict or something like, like in Tamil, Pusi Moligi, Abe, I think everybody can understand Tamil. Right? Abe Moligi, accept it. There is a conflict. Then, dysfunctional conflict that hinders group performance. This is the dysfunctional conflict. If it affects the function, the organization, automatically it dysfunctional. Task conflict over content and goals of the work, that is called task conflict. If any task, on that task, you have a problem with the content and goals of the work, there is a task conflict. Relationship conflict based on interpersonal relationship. This is the area where we have to concentrate more, dear friends. In any organization, any association, family, society, industry, wherever you go, wherever you interact with people, the conflict based on interpersonal relationship. This is the big area where we have to discuss actually. Because of that, all problems arise. The interpersonal relationship conflict. Okay. Now, what we have to do, whether it is a functional conflict, or performance-based conflict, or relationship-built conflict, whatever it may be the first step 1, effectively diagnosing a conflict, accepting the conflict, and we have to diagnose it. Why? What is the reason? Because of who? Because of who? How? Why? What? How? Who? Where? When? Asking all why, analysis. Yes? I was asking.
I'm saying the same, echoing the same thing.
Excellent. So the diagnosis is very important. Diagnosing the conflict. The conflict is a problem or whatever it may be, we have to diagnose in proper way. So the diagnosis. So we need data. Why it is happening? What is the reason behind? And what is the baseline value? Somebody said, the value, baseline. Suppose in industry, given organization, a conflict. Generally, in any industry, any organization, especially we take about the industry, because I have experience more on industries. How the conflict will come? Between to whom? Between which department? Finance? No.
Sales and agile.
Sales?
And agile.
Sales and
marketing.
addition. Huh?
Sales and
Marketing. Sales and marketing. One department is right. What about other two departments? Sales and marketing, one department. Marketing. Good. Marketing. What is other two departments? Marketing versus?
Purchase.
No. Marketing versus? Anybody from industries? Yeah. Production. Excellent. Quality. Very good. I got the point. They are always fuse between quality, marketing and production. What is the reason behind? Why there is a conflict? It's a cold war.
You have to sell and make profit.
See, because the marketing, I always think about it. I am bringing a marketing. I am bringing, business to you. Without me, you cannot do the business. Because I am bringing business to you. That is marketing. So I need this product in a particular time. When you are going to dispatch. Already, my customers are, back to my head. When are you going to dispatch? The production people always think about it. If I am not producing, you cannot go and sell it. So I am the important person. And quality. Anybody from quality? Yeah, anybody from quality? Yeah. Quality people always think about it. If I am not to okay your product, if I am giving NC or conformity, the product will not go to the dispatch. So I am the important person. So the kind of, the future start now. So end decide what will happen when the marketing guy is just entering into the production cell, production floor, and production manager simply will tell that his colleagues, my friends, see that the marketing guy is coming. He will ask us when the product will be ready because the dispatching, the customers are waiting for product. He will ask you, just tell it depends. Whatever he will ask, what you have to tell, it depends. It depends. By the time you will come and ask, Suresh, what's time now? He said it depends. Automatically, the ultimate answer is depends. So that is the fuse between the department, within the department. It is not visible, my dear friends, it is not visible. It is invisible kind of thing. So diagnosis is very, very important. As I told you, we have to see that. Why? How? Then, take action to manage the conflict based on the diagnosis. Based on the diagnosis, we have to manage the conflict. You cannot solve. You can only manage. You cannot solve. You can only manage. So properly, that you managed. Okay. The next time when it comes, we have to manage. We have to manage. What is the formula for that? Okay. Why there is a conflict again? Because of the different interest, values, relationship, modes, data, structure, result. The data which I have, it is not matched with you, then the conflict will start. I'm talking in the industrial perspective. And boundaries, you are entering into my boundary. I told that how the production managers and the marketing managers interact. And rights, it is my rights, power, conflict again, trust, love, prejudice, party belief. I have some kind of belief about a particular thing, the conflict will start. A person is like that, the people coming from this place, the people coming from that place, from this background, they are like that kind of, the party belief. This is the reason behind for conflict. And when we diagnosing the conflict, the dimensions we have to see. There are dimensions, mostly, the three dimensions. Cognitive dimensions, that is the perception. And the emotional dimensions, that is the feeling. Behavioral dimensions, that is the action. Just you perceive it, then it entered the feeling, then it entered in the action. When it comes to the action, that is the behavior ultimately. It shows that through our body language, through our interaction with people, knowingly or unknowingly, we show our conflict.
So the third one?
Pardon? Behavioral dimension. Action. The behavioral dimension. So this is we have to diagnosis. How it start? That we have to diagnose it. How it start? It is based on the perception, or based on the feelings, based on the action. Cognitive, emotional, or behavioral. Then the process, the conflict process, this we should understand. The conflict process. The stage one The potential opposition or incompatibility. Whether it is a perception or feeling or action, the stage 1. Then the ancient conditions, outcome, because of the communication gap or over communication, lot of cases or misinterpretation or miscommunication. What is the reason? And the structure, it is structure or not? And the personal variables. I have some kind of personal variables, prejudice about the particular thing. Because of that, then it is lead to see the perceived conflict and felt conflict. The cognizant and personalization, stage 2. The stage 3, the intention, conflict handling intention. Competing, collaborating, compromising, avoiding, accommodating. When we have to discuss more on that subject, that is the stage 4, behavior or conflict, individual behavior, others reaction, outcome, increased group performance, decreased group performance. Or both that, you need a conflict. If the conflict is positive, it increases group performance. If the conflict is negative, it leads to decreased group performance. I'm sorry. And the next stage is dimensions of handling, conflict handling. See here, this is what I would like to emphasize more on this particular slide. Then we'll go for a discussion. Here, we have 5 areas: compromising, competing, collaborating, accommodating, and avoiding, whenever there is a conflict. The 2 dimensions, assertiveness and cooperativeness. People are highly assertive and highly cooperative, that is collaborating. Whatever the situation may be, whatever the thing you may come across, whether it is a industry perspective or individual perspective or in a family perspective, you are highly assertive and highly cooperative, that is collaborating. Then what is assertiveness? We know what is cooperativeness. We know. All of us, we know very well about cooperating. What is assertiveness? Anybody can give answer for that? What is assertive?
Straightforward thinking.
Straightforward thinking. Anything else? Adamant. I'm sorry. Yeah. Lot of misconception about assertiveness that we have to clarify. It's really good. Come on, say something about assertiveness. What is assertiveness?
Enforcing something.
Huh?
Enforcing something.
Enforcing something. Okay.
One is knowledgeable, one can be assertive.
Once knowledgeable,
He can be assertive.
he can be assertive.
No, being
No,
knowledgeable.
I'm not asking who is assertive or not. What is the meaning of assertive? What is the meaning of assertive? Okay.
Understanding the problem.
Understanding the problem. Okay, there are a lot of answers. Good. But the right, I don't want to say right or wrong, but the kind of behavioral kind of things, assertiveness, if you want to please note down, claiming your rights without affecting others. That is the assertive behavior. If it go very adamant, as he said, that is called aggressive behavior. Claiming your rights with affecting others, that is aggressive behavior. Giving up your rights for us, that is passive behavior. There are 3 behaviors, three kind of behaviors. The assertiveness, assertive behavior, passive behavior, and aggressive behavior. Assertive behavior, claiming your rights without affecting others. Passive behavior, giving up your rights. If somebody asks something, you don't want to do it, but you just have an inhibition. How would this fit the person I think? So you said yes to me. That's why when you want to say no, don't say yes. Suppose I want to finish our discussion around 7:50. I go up to 7:20, no problem. Up to 7:20, even if you want me to be here, I don't want. Be assertive. I'm sorry, I'm late. So assertive. Claiming your rights without affecting others. When you say yes, when you want to say no, don't say yes. That is assertive behavior. When you want to say no, don't say yes. That is assertive behavior. If you say no, then it is a passive. If you say yes, that is the aggressive behavior. You don't want to say yes. You are saying yes. That is again the passive.
No, Mr. Speaker, we have got a very good stance. We don't say yes or no. we shake our head. It is left to the individual to understand.
That's good. But just, again, you are just going for compromising. Compromising. தமிழ்ல சொன்னா கலவரம் என்ன நலவரம் என்ன எதுக்குடா அவங்க அப்படி சொல்லி வைப்போம் அவங்க எப்படியோ பண்ணிட்டு போட்டோம் இப்படி இல்ல அப்படின்னு இல்ல அப்படின்றது அப்படிதான் ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு நிறைய இடங்கள்ல நம்ம ஓட்டிட்டு இருக்கோம் அப்படியே எதுக்கு வாங்க பார்த்துக்கலாம் அதை எடுத்து வச்சுங்க கையில தூக்கி போட்டுலாம் you just give it that don't test the problem you test it it is a big problem you just ignore it slowly ignore it one day it will come like anything this problem then it is a problem for us. Ultimately, it is an organizational problem there. Then you immediately notice that, immediately you would have find out and you did something assertively. It is only your department problem or problem between you and somebody else. If you are noticed, you are not noticed it, you are noticed and you are just ignoring it, being a passive or aggressive, you are ignoring it, you are not assertive, either passive or aggressive or ignoring it, it will come as an organizational problem. Then everybody will come and sit and work on that. That is the issue. So we have to be assertive. So if you are highly assertive and cooperative, that is collaborative, this is the area we have to concentrate, my dear friends. Being, the managers. If you have to promote ourselves as a leader, if you do the conflict management properly, you promote yourself as a leader. When you are a leader, people will follow you. Manager, if you are a manager, people will just take your instruction. That's all. They won't follow you. If you are a leader, they will follow you. So ultimately you develop them. You are developing yourself. You are developing them using this collaborative, highly assertive and highly cooperative. You are not assertive, not cooperative, accommodating yourself, accepting everything. You don't know how to say no. Accepting it. Okay, right. Accepting. So you are accommodating. And you are assertive but not cooperative. You are competing. I'm okay, others are not okay. Come on, I know everything. What is it? Hey, come on, yeah. It will not help in this sense. Whatever you are telling, your suggestion is really good, but it is not possible to practice here. Because it's not the right time. So you have to wait for that kind of, you are assertive, competing, but not cooperative. People, scared about you. When they come and approach, they are scared about you. Sometimes, if you go in industry, most of the time, the purchase department people, if you are somebody in the purchase department, if you are highly competing, but not cooperative, yes. I saw a lot of places, that's what happening most of the time. He's really highly competitive, but he's not, cooperative. And some people are there, both non-assertive, not cooperative, just avoiding. I don't want. You can ask somebody. You can ask that. You ask me. It's not my job. It's not my work. The kind of, non-engaged employees. Non-engaged employees. Sometimes it tends to go as a disengaged employee. And compromise altogether. Sometimes assertive, sometimes cooperative, sometimes, accommodating, sometimes collaborating, compromising. It's a between all these things. Between. As I told you, okay. He say yes to you, he say yes to other person. Split personality. It is a kind of personality. He wants to get, he wants to be good book, and everybody's good book. I want to be everybody's good book. That is compromise. It is not possible. You cannot be everybody's good book. It's not possible. It's not possible at all. So you just, you compromise it. You really want to be everybody's good book, you have to come into this stage, collaborating, highly assertive and highly cooperative. For that, what we have to do? We have to go on 3 aspects. We have to concentrate. The personal effectiveness and conflict. We have to concentrate on this personal effectiveness. We have to increase our self-disclosure, we have to increase our openness to feedback, and we have to increase our perceptiveness. Nothing more, nothing less. And then I'm giving a kind of solution for that. I'm not just explaining what is what, whether I would like to give this forum a kind of solution to solve the conflict. There is no shortcut. Through this process, you can solve your conflict. What is the process? The process is improving your self-disclosure. You have to disclose yourself, who you are, what you are doing, what is the purpose of this work. Suppose if I'm an HR manager, I'm a training manager for a particular company, I have to disclose myself, what I'm expecting from the management, what I'm expecting from the department heads, what I'm expecting from the supervisors, executives, what I'm expecting from the workers. I have to plan accordingly. I have to disclose myself. This is what I expected from you. Disclosing, self-disclosure. When I enter inside, I disclose everything to me now about my, the plan of the evening. So ultimately, she disclosed that to Mr. Professor Panicham, right? Then he disclosed to everybody. 7:20 he has to go. That is again self-disclosure. Disclosing. Don't hide it. Hide it. Disclosing. The openness is disclosed. As much as possible you can disclose. The way I am talking to you, the way I am doing this, the discussion, I am disclosing myself, who I am, what I am. Self-disclosure is very, very important. And then, the self-disclosure, when you talk about the self-disclosure, a communication is mature, understanding the other person is a mature, all together. Then, come to the openness to feedback, asking people about, your performance, how you are, what you are, and accepting that, asking people around you about you. Openness to feedback. If somebody gives a suggestion about your process, somebody gives a suggestion about your work, accepting it. And analyzing the facts and figures of it. Just don't deny it. Analyze the facts and figures of it. That is openness to feedback. Then perceptiveness, understanding people around you. The insight about you and others. The insight about me and people around me. That is the perceptiveness. Based on these three, if it is really high, your self-disclosure is high, openness to feedback is high, perceptiveness high. High means what is the scale? There is a scale. The question is developed by Dr. Uday. We don't have that much of time. I'm just explaining to you. If it is high in all area, that is called the effective personality. Self-disclosure is high, openness to feedback is also high, perceptiveness is also high. Is the effective personality. You can understand people around. Self-disclosure is high. Openness to feedback is low. Perceptiveness is low. Is egocentric. I am okay, others are not okay. That kind of personality. Because self-disclosure is very high. But openness to feedback, he won't accept anybody. He is not ready to change himself. And he don't understand others also. He always keen on what he wants. Dominating kind of things. So the ego is. The next is dogmatic. Self-disclosure is high. Perceptiveness is high. Openness to feedback is very low. Dogmatic, systematic. I want to go my own way. I don't want to listen to anybody. Secretive. Self-disclosure is very low. Openness to feedback is high. Perceptiveness is high. So it's a secretive personality. As per my understanding, rather, I did a lot of research on that for the last 17 years. Most of the industries, especially the supervisors level, executives level, they come to this secretive personality. They don't want to self-disclose it because they are not allowed to self-disclose. That is also one of the reasons behind it. They are, between the top management and the workers. So they are not allowed to disclose themselves. There is a kind of conflict. Real conflict. And next is task obsessed. Self-disclosure is very low. Openness to feedback is high. Perceptiveness is low. That means they will just go come and do what is allotted to them. Just to go. It's like the horse kind of thing. They go in their own way. Task. I just come and I do my work and I go back. The task. And only empathic, it is really a kind of depression. Self-disclosure is very low. Openness to feedback is very low. Only perceptiveness. They always think about others. What this manager will think, what my MD will think, how this person will take it. So only empathy. It leads to depression. Finally, self-disclosure is low. Openness to feedback is low. Perceptiveness is low. Ineffective. They are not effective at all. Ineffective. So which one is the important? Which one is the the best. Yes, my dear friends. Self-disclosure, openness to feedback, and perceptiveness. We have to increase it to reduce the conflict. Once we increase all these three areas, then automatically we'll come to the stage of collaborating. Assertive, and highly cooperative, they are collaborative. So, conclusion that we have to concentrate to reach this collaborative venture. I would like to conclude with some life examples, like, excuse me, sir. I would like to, when we start our childhood, we start with dependent. Then we come to the stage of independent. Then we are coming to the stage of interdependence. Now the fight between independent and interdependent. So what we have to do, we have to increase this interdependence. That is the win-win, collaborative venture. That is why the Win Square management service. Win Square, win-win. Those who are associating with us, for them it is win, for us it is a win-win, win-win. That is the collaborative venture. Interdependence. And for you, you are for me. See, to understood rather than understand. That is very important. That is the way we have to operate. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Are there any questions you'd like to ask related to this? Thank you.
As I talked about appreciation, our good friend will present.
Thank you, Mr. Gideon.
Now let me say one word and then you can go over questions. Who was your principal when you were at the
DKP.
He was my master. Is he there?
Not only that, when I was at PSG, by God's grace, I did a lot of achievements also. I was a para trainer. I got 18 para. Even if you go to the PSG Assistance Principal room, you can see my photo there. My college, NCC. Was a senior under officer. No, in artillery. Professor Segal was my.
No, he was a teacher at PSG Tech and he taught Musings. And he was a very tall man. He used to wear always his tie. At that time, nobody wears tie in our campus. He used to wear. Yeah. He is a very good administrator also. That's one thing we find common.
Thank you. And one thing I would like to share now. I'm traveling all over the world by God's grace. Wherever I go, I'm seeing my college people. Even here, somebody from PSG, if I believe. Yeah, see that. Yeah, I'm really happy about that.
No, he has presented a very panoramic view on this topic. But I have got a conflict in me on one particular issue. When we look at the corporate management, that is entirely different way of working. But if you get into rich family companies and organizations, that is apart. We have not touched that. That has got a greater in-depth study to look after things. I will give only one example. Now, Pachiyappa Vallan, Pigya Vallan, சென்னையில் அவர் என்னென்னமோ பண்ணார். இப்போ பச்சையப்ப வல்லன் ட்ரஸ்ட் யார் நடத்தலாம்? Retired judge appointed by the government and by enrolling the alumni and they are running. All is wealth of God. I have got most experiences with this rich family institutions. I don't want to name it. Here in Coimbatore, two institutions. One in Kola, DKM in Kola. I saw vast differences with those people writing, and they are all politically motivated people also. You find a lot of difference in corporate movement. When I talk to such organizations, I can see the difference. When I was in their chair at the best stage, that's the different thing. That's it. With that, I will say, we had a very nice talk from our Laura Krishnan Isaac, and he really did a very good job with the timing and absolute clarity. Now, if you have got any other question, you can bring it, so that you will not be in a mess in making of this plan. I thank him for the courtesy he has extended to our CMA. In this very tight schedule, he has agreed to talk to us.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bhakal, it's my pleasure. Thank you. No questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.